And I was like, it was freaking 3 points. And at this point, I'm sitting, I'm thinking like, oh my God, like what? So I'm fucked. I'm literally fucked. That's what's going on right now. And 9/11. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Microbiology, and I'm back with another freaking video. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so excited to be back. Like, you can't even imagine, but I'm so excited to be back. It's been a long time coming. Like, I have been wanting to make this video for the longest time, but I've had technical issues. I've just been busy. A lot of stuff that's been happening, but it's okay because I'm here now, so we're gonna get straight to it. If you're new to this channel, thank you so much for coming back. If you're old to this channel, you already know how it is. If you're old, thank you for coming. I feel like I haven't made a video in so long, so I can't even talk in front of the camera. But yeah, so as you can see from the title, your girl got into nursing school, and oh my gosh, a moment of silence. Right? A moment of silence for that. I feel like that is such an achievement for me, because remember I told you guys I had so many goals this year. You know, one of the goals obviously that I've been mentioning constantly was getting into nursing school, and here we are. I am in nursing school right now. I'm a nursing student, and I can only thank God for that. I'm just so excited, y'all. Like, period, point blank. I'm so excited. But in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and be talking about my journey to getting into nursing school, I guess. It's been a journey for me. It was not easy. If you know me personally, you know my struggles. So last year, right, 2021, when was that? In February of 2021, that was the first time I applied to nursing school, and I applied to this university, and I was applying to start in the spring semester of this year, which was January. So I'm applying for the T's. I was applying for the program, and that time they waived the T's. If you don't know what that is, the T's exam is the entrance exam to nursing school. So I applied for that, and the school had waived the T's at that time because of COVID. So I really did not need the T's exam, which was really nice for me because I had all these prerequisites, so I was good to go. And, I went ahead and put in an application. I was taking one of my classes at the time. I was taking my last science class. So I went ahead and put in the application, and I was like, when I'm done with my science classes, I'm just going to, turn in my transcript, and everything was going to be good to go. So I applied for this program, and I turned in my microbiology class. That was the last class that, I was taking at the time. So I went ahead and turned in that class. And come to find out, the class wasn't posted, I guess, to their review session or whatever. Something happened, but the class wasn't posted. So I get an email, telling me, I got an email. Mind you, I applied in February. I'm getting an email in October telling me that, I didn't make it to the program. And I was like, okay, why did I not make it to the program? And they were like, well, pretty much what happened was that, one of my classes wasn't turned in. And I'm like, no, all my classes were turned in. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I did make sure to turn in all my classes. And they were like, no, you didn't turn in all your classes. They were like, oh, we didn't get your microbiology class. Pretty much just going back and forth about how I didn't get all my classes and whatever. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what happened. I was like, I guess that's my luck. I'm going to go ahead and reapply for another cohort. So come October, they give me this bad news. I'm depressed already. But, I told myself, I was like, you know what? You're a boss-ass bitch, and you can do this. That's all I was telling myself. I cried for like a week. I closed my eyes, and I was like, you know what? Life goes on. When one door closes, another door is going to open. I was like, life goes on. I'm not going to sit here and cry myself to death. So I picked myself up. I ordered for the TEAS book, because now, if I was to apply again, I have to take the TEAS exam. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. I've come this far. I'm definitely doing this. So I went ahead and applied for the TEAS exam. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to take the TEAS exam. That's what's happening. So I applied for the TEAS, and I had to take the TEAS in December, right? I had to take it in December. This is August. This is October, right? I have like, what, 3 months to study? October, November, December. October, November, December. Yeah, I have like 3 months to study, or 2.5 months, pretty much. So I'm studying for the TEAS exam. I had to take it in December. And I remember December was so busy for me. You know, my birthday was in December. My sister was graduating in December. It was a lot going on in that month. And I felt like I wasn't in the, mentally, I wasn't in the space to be taking an exam like that. So I called them, and I had an injury at work as well. I had a back injury. So it was a lot going on that month that I just couldn't take an exam that big. You know, but that doesn't mean I wasn't studying. Like on my birthday, I was at the library, you know, like I was studying a lot. But I felt like I wasn't mentally ready for the exam. So I called them and I told them, like, is it okay if I, you know, postpone the exam because I'm sick? You know, I have a back injury. I can't sit up for that long. It was just a lot going on, so I couldn't take the exam. And they were like, all right, cool. Well, you don't have to take it right now. You can always reschedule for it. So I rescheduled, and I had to take it in January. So I'm studying for the exam. I had a study buddy, so we would go to the library, study together, you know, everything was going well. Come January, you know, I go ahead, getting ready for the exam. I went in to take the exam. Mind you, the school I'm trying to apply for, the score they need was, they needed a 65 and above. I go in there and I have a 62. And I was like, it was freaking 3 points. And at this point, I'm sitting, I'm thinking like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do? Like, this is ridiculous. This is retarded. Why is this happening to me? You know, I was crying so much. I called my sisters. I was crying. I was like, this is not happening to me. And, you know, everybody was like, why can't you just retake the TEAS? And I was like, well, the school I'm applying for, you can only take the TEAS once. You can't retake the TEAS. And even if I wanted to retake the TEAS, you can only retake it 30 days later. So I'm fucked. I'm literally fucked. That's what's going on right now. And I remember I was just crying so much. I was like, why is this happening to me? I cannot wait another 6 months to get into nursing school. Like, I'm not getting any younger. Like, I don't want to graduate school when I'm old. You know, like, I was just having all this thought. I was basically self-sabotaging myself, if that makes any sense. And my sister was like, I'm going to hold you right there. She's like, I'm going to pause you right there. That's not the only school you apply for. But I was going on about, because there was this one school that I got a $15,000 scholarship for. I just had to pass the TEAS, but I did not pass the TEAS. So I didn't make enough to get into that school. So I was just crying about it. I was like, that's $15,000, bro. Like, that's not little money. And my sister was like, there's no need crying over spilled milk. You're not getting into that school. So what are your plan Bs? What are your other options? I thought about taking the HESI to apply to another UT held in Houston. But I was like, yo, I need to move out in January. Like, I have to move out in a month. I don't have time for this. You know, I really don't have time for this. I was so overwhelmed. Like, it was a lot happening at once. And I was like, okay, my sister was like, well, there's this one college, you know, that is right down the street. It's a good nursing college. A lot of people have graduated from there. You have good nurses that come from there. Why don't you apply there? And that's when it occurred to me that I hadn't even considered that school. You know, and I was like, I remember asking myself, but why did you just throw that school out of the window without even trying? You know, I kept asking myself that, but why did you stress yourself so much trying to get into this nice big university? Why do you stress yourself so much without even considering the other options? You know, so I went ahead and called that school. I called them and I asked them, what are y'all's requirements for, you know, the nursing program? And they told me like, oh, you just need to pass the TEAS. And I was like, what do you mean by pass the TEAS? What is a passing score? That's what I'm asking. And she was like, well, we do a 58 and we have our own personalized TEAS. So if you took the TEAS at the ATI website, we have to recalculate your grade. So it could go up or it could go down. And at this point, I'm like, okay, like what is going on? So I was like, okay, well, you know, this is my grade. I have a 62. And they told me, well, you're good to go. And I remember telling them just like that. And they were like, yeah, you're good to go. And I told the lady, I was like, I have an Associate of Science in Biology and Pre-Nursing. I have all these nursing classes. You know, I have all these prereqs. So, like, they were like, we're going to accept every single one of your prereqs. So you don't have to retake those classes. you're going to start just from nursing classes. And I remember I was so excited that I was just crying because I had stressed so much that week. The stress was overwhelming. Like, I was overwhelmed. I was depressed. I was running from one school to another. Like, I was calling the ATI website, the HESI website. Like, I was calling all these people, and I was like, I just had to call that school, like, it was just so much. And I remember, I remember how relieved I felt. I felt so much relief. I could work. I could just only focus on moving out to my apartment. Like, I just felt free. And that to tell you guys, out of topic, if you're in that situation where you feel like you want to go to this good school, there's nothing with you wanting to go to like a school of your dream school or whatever, but I will recommend that you like not push other schools aside. I recommend that you have a plan Z. Like, have all these schools in mind and apply to all of them. Whichever one takes you, it's okay. When you start being a nurse, nobody's going to ask you which school you went to. You know what I mean? So it's okay for you to go to whichever nursing school. Because when you start being a nurse, one of my friends told me, she's like, it doesn't matter what school you go to. My sisters told me the same thing. It doesn't matter which nursing school you go to. It just matters the information that you have at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm a nursing student now, and I can only thank God, for having the right people in my life to guide me, to follow this path that I'm following right now. I can only thank God for that. But that is that for my struggles to get into nursing school. I'm pretty sure you're wondering, like, if you're a college student and you're wondering, like, I don't know, what prerequisites do I need for nursing school? I'm pretty sure there's people out there are like, I want to go to nursing school, but I'm not really sure what to do. I'm getting there. Okay. Now, let's say you're in Texas, right? This is especially for my Texans out there, because I can't really talk for other states, but I can talk for Texas, right? If you're in Texas, you're looking into getting into a nursing program, this is what you should do, right? I do 100% recommend you go to a college. Go to college, get your prerequisites in college. If you don't know what a prerequisite is, it's the basic classes that prep you for nursing school, right? It's the general education classes. So for the prerequisites, when you go into college, your major is going to be pre-nursing and biology. I'm pretty sure if you tell them, you want to do biology, if you tell them you want to do nursing, they're going to tell you what your major is. It's going to be pre-nursing and biology. But for the specific classes that you do need, I'm going to have to pull up my phone because I forget this information. But these are the classes that you need pretty much. So if you're starting, let's say you're starting with your science classes, which I definitely recommend that you like mix and match your classes. If you're one of the students that doesn't know how to like match your classes or take classes, I have a video. Pause, go watch that video before you continue with this section. It's a video that explains how to take classes in college, So if you haven't, pause this video, go watch that video, like the 7 things you must need before starting college. Go watch that video and then come back. Okay, thank you. But anyways, guys, the classes that you do need, this is definitely the prerequisites that you need for every single nursing program that you're going to go to. The first class, before getting into college, you're going to need college algebra and English, So every single college, that's going to be the first 2 classes that you're going to have to take. That's college algebra and English. The English I'm talking about is composition 1 and 2. So those are the 2 basic classes that you need for every single college, right? After that, the next class you're going to need is anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. Now, some schools are going to have their lecture and their lab separate, but the college I went to, the lecture and the lab was together. So yeah, you definitely do need anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. And then if you're studying for the BSN program, if you want to go to a nursing school, right, and you want to be like a BSN, so pretty much BSN is Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. If you want to go for your bachelor's program, you have to take another math, which is statistics, right? You have to take statistics, but if you're going for like the ADM program or just the RN program, you don't need statistics. So just take note of that. If you're going for the BSN program, you're going to need another math besides the college algebra that you took already. You're going to need statistics. But you do need a chemistry class. You need chemistry 1 and chemistry 2. Personally, I took general chemistry 1 and general chemistry 2. So for me, it was 1411. But, well, I took general chemistry 1 and I took organic chemistry 1. So you're going to need those 2 classes. One of them was 1411 and I think the other one was 1405 or 1407. I think it was something like that. But, I think you can pretty much take any chemistry you want to take, depending on which one your school accepts. I would say that. But the next class that you're going to need to take after this one is microbiology. And please, guys, know that before you can take a microbiology class, you have to take a chemistry class. That's why I mentioned chemistry first, because chemistry is a prerequisite to microbiology. But yeah, microbiology is another science class that you're definitely going to need to take, for nursing school. And then the next class is human nutrition. Now, other schools are going to call it biology. Like my college called it biology 1322. So just watch out for that. Like if you're registering for your classes, it's not going to say on there human nutrition. It's going to say a biology, because nutrition is like pretty much biology. So it's going to say biology 1322 or like something else. So you want to watch out for that. But nutrition is the next science class that you need. And then after that, you need psychology classes. So you need 2 psychologists. You need the first one, which is Introduction to Psychology, and you need the second one, which is Lifespan and Development. So I'm pretty sure every single nursing school is going to need you to take Lifespan and Development. It's like you have to take it. So I would say watch out for that and make sure you take those classes. And please, please, please have a B or better in all these classes, because nursing school is very competitive. Nursing schools are very competitive. So you're going to need to do good for them to be able to take you, because they're going to start looking at people from like a 3.5 GPA. I do know the websites say that, they'll take you from a 2.5, but it's very competitive. You have people coming in with a 4.0. You have people coming in with a 3.7. So you want to stay up there. You want to stay at like a 3.5 and above. So I would say just watch out for that. Personally, I had a 3.6 GPA. So I wasn't where I wanted to be, but when it comes to GPA, my GPA was good because I had a 3.6. So please watch out for your GPAs. But psychologies you need to take. I know I had mentioned English 1 and 2. You need to take history. So some schools are going to call it electives. You're going to need to take history 1 and 2, and you're going to need to take government 1 and 2. So some schools do call it electives. But I think this is very important just for the bachelor's program. Some ADN or RM programs don't necessarily need you to take these classes. But I'm saying this for bachelor's program. And even if you want to start with ADN and then after that you continue to be a bachelor, you continue to go for the bachelor program, be a bachelor. I've been watching The Bachelor Nation so much and I'll be getting confused. But if you want to continue for like the bachelor's program, I do recommend you take your government and your history classes just to get them out of the way. And in Texas, obviously we have to take Texas government and federal government. But if you're in another city, you might have to take, let's say you're in Maryland, you're probably going to have to take like Maryland government, I guess. I don't know. But in Texas, you have to take Texas government 1 and then you have to take federal government. And then you do need an ethics class. Ethics is very important. It's a philosophy class. So you definitely 100% recommend you need to take an intro to ethics class. And then another class that you're going to have to take an art class. For me, I took Mexican American Fine Appreciation. That's what I took. It was Mexican American Fine Art Appreciation. So that was the name of the class. It was pretty much like talking about like Mexicans, their struggles coming out here, like how they use art to like, make a living. The class was pretty much about that. I had like I'm sorry guys. I had like a YouTube video I had posted about the class, but it was very beautiful. Like they had us go to like, galleries here in San Antonio and see art. It was very interesting. So that was my own art class that I took. But there's other classes you can take. You can take music, you can take dancing, you can take drawing. I guess there's like a whole bunch. It's like a wide scope of classes that you could take for art. But I think I've mentioned every single class that is there. I know some schools do recommend you take a secondary language. If you're in Texas, right, If you're in Texas, I do 100% recommend that you take a Spanish class when it comes to languages, because when you start working at the hospital, I work at a hospital already, so I can say this comfortably. When you start working at the hospital, you are going to meet patients that are only Spanish speaking. And yeah, you can call the nurse, like, do you understand Spanish? By the end of the day, yeah, you want to be able to communicate with your patients one-on-one, which I always recommend for everybody. If you're still starting off college, please take a Spanish class. Don't run away from those classes. If you're in high school, they make you guys take Spanish, right? Please take Spanish. Take it seriously and be able to hold like a simple conversation in Spanish. I'm right now I'm trying to figure out how to say, oh, I need to check your vitals in Spanish. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to learn how to do like the basic combo just to be able to communicate with my patients without calling a translator. But yeah, guys, I 100% recommend that. But that is that for the prerequisites. Now I'm gonna jump to the TEAS exam, right? The TEAS exam, I want to talk about this because like most people are going in to take the TEAS exam, but they don't really know what to expect, right? The TEAS exam has a couple sections. I can't remember clearly. I had my notes down, but your girl forgets stuff. But the TEAS exam has a couple sections, right? It has the English section, right? The English, that's grammar and vocabulary. It has the reading section, which is reading comprehension. It has the science section. The science section consists of anatomy and physiology, a little bit of chemistry, and I want to say a little bit of micro. There might be a little bit of micro. And then it does have scientific reasoning, right? So I think that is it, right? That is it, yeah. So it's science, English, and reading, and math, of course. But the science has a little bit of micro and some scientific reasoning, right? And yeah, guys, I'm done talking. I'm literally done talking. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more informative videos like this, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Go ahead and turn on the post notifications to get an alert when I post a new banger. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next video.